Good morning. I am Alkanegi Tomar. We are going to listen to the story of Ramanuja from Chennai in our series The Saints of India. Our community of listeners is increasing by the day, and that is very satisfying for us. I thank you all for joining and request you to share these stories with your friends further. The inputs in this episode are based on the book Saints and Mahatmas of India by R. K. Gupta. Kesav Bhatt Somayaji and his wife Kantimati were pious people. They were great devotees of Lord Parthasarathi. Keshav Bhatt was a very learned Brahmin. The title of Sarvaketu was conferred upon him by the Pandya kings for his scholarly conduct. One night, Keshav Bhatt dreamt that the Lord blessed him to beget a son who would be a great devotee. In the year 1017 AD, this illustrious son was born to them. He was named Illaya Perumal. Later, Illaya would take the name of Ramanuja and prove to be a great scholar and saint. Ramanuja was greatly interested in mythology and satsang. Once, the famous saint Kanchipurna visited their home. Ramanuja welcomed him wholeheartedly and made him comfortable. Kanchipurna would not allow Ramanuja to touch his feet on the behest that Ramanuja was a Brahmin while Kanchipurna himself was a low caste. Ramanuja made the saint comfortable by saying that anyone who was the devotee of the Lord was a Brahmin and that he did not feel any discrimination in people by way of their birth. Kanchipurna was very touched and he blessed Ramanuja. Ramanuja lost his father at a very young age. He started learning Vedas in Kanchipuram under the tutelage of Guru Yadav Prakash. This was about the Advaita philosophy or non-dualism. Ramanuja was a brilliant student. Whenever Yadav Prakash found difficulty in explaining the text, Ramanuja would discuss it to everyone's satisfaction. The Guru did not like it. Soon, Ramanuja's fame spread all around. Yadav Prakash became jealous of Ramanuja's fame to such an extent that he even thought of getting him murdered. He tried it once, but with the grace of God, Ramanuja was saved. Ramanuja had come to know of his Guru's intent, yet he continued studying under him and paying him the same respect that was due to a Guru. Ramanuja's married life was not very fulfilling. While he was contemplating sannyas, he got a message from the Sri Rangam Mathadish, Sri Yamunacharya, to meet him. Yamunacharya wanted someone young and saintly to head the mutt of Sri Rangam and had singled out Ramanuja for the position. By the time Ramanuja reached the mutt, Yamunacharya had already passed away. Ramanuja was told about Yamunacharya's wish to make him the head of Sri Rangam mutt. Ramanuj accepted the position and, as was his duty, went to seek the blessings from the dead saint. He was surprised to see that the dead had his 3 fingers folded. Ramanuja interpreted it as 3 desires of Yamunacharya that were not fulfilled. He promised to fulfill them. The moment he made his promise, the fingers straightened. According to the last desire of Yamunacharya, Ramanuja wrote the summary of Brahma Sutra, Vishnu Sahasranam and Divya Prabandhan. He honored the names of the people who were credited to having curated these works in the oral tradition. These people were Saint Parashar and Saint Sadagopa. Ramanuj took sannyas at the hands of Saint Yatiraj Sannyasi of Sri Rangam Mutt. He lived up to the ripe age of 120 years. Thank you very much for being here with us. We will join you soon with another intrigue story soon. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed.